Hey guys, what's up? I'm going to show you guys how to do the trick UnmiSTEAKable KINGs that was created by TheMagicAlexMan. It's a pretty cool trick. You have to check it out. There'll be a link actually on this box to his trick, his performance, and there'll be a link on the deck to his channel. So go check him out. Again, TheMagicAlexMan. He's got some cool videos, cool channel. Gotta go check him out. And if you didn't click on the two links here, there'll be links to them in the description box below. I was given permission to reveal this trick by TheMagicAlexMan. He sent me a PM saying if you could figure out this trick, you can do a tutorial for it. It took me a while, but I finally figured it out. So I'm going to show you guys how to do it. And it is set up a bit, so let me show you the setup. So what you want on the top is, let's see, there we go, okay. So you want to have the 6 of clubs on top, okay. Put the 6 of clubs right there on top. Then you take the king of clubs, put that on top of the 6 of clubs. Then you take 2 indifferent cards, it doesn't matter what cards, you just put them on top of the king and the 6. Then you take any ace, I prefer the ace of spades, just because I like the ace of spades. You put that on top of the 2 indifferent cards. Then you get another indifferent card and put it on top of the ace. And you get the king of spades and put it on top of the deck. I know that might sound confusing, so I'll show you guys again, okay? So, right here, okay? So on the top you have a king of spades, an indifferent card, an ace of spades, or any ace, indifferent card, king of clubs, 6 of clubs, okay? So, king of spades, indifferent card, ace of spades, or any ace, indifferent card, king of clubs, 6 of clubs, and the rest doesn't really matter. And then, you also have to have the other 3 aces in the box, okay? This tutorial might be a little bit lengthy, because the trick is a little long, but it's still a pretty cool trick, okay? So, you can start off the trick by shuffling it, but maintaining the top, I think, 6 cards. Hold on. A different. Wait, so 1, 2, 3. Okay, 7 cards. So you can shuffle it, but maintain the top 7 cards. So I think I did it. Oh, that was perfect. Right at 6 clubs. So you can shuffle. Just make sure you maintain the top 7 cards. And then what he did was he did some cuts, and then did some like false cuts. Like how he did it, like his method of doing it was how he cut it, because he did some cuts, just like regular cuts, and it looked like he cut the deck completely normal, but then he cut it again, and he got it back to the way it was. So I don't know. Just do some false cuts. So you can do some like table cuts. Just do this false cut. Oh, that's actually a cut I created, never mind. Or any cut that you like, just any false cuts. Then what you do is you say, okay, I'm going to try to get the 2 kings to the top. And so I'm going to try to get the king of spades to the top first. Just snap my fingers, hopefully the king of spades jumps to the top. Of course it won't be, so you'll be like, oh, okay. Oh, sorry, what you're doing there is a double lift. Should have told you that. Then what you do is say, oh, okay, well, let's see. And then you take the cards, grab it in like the bottom corner, and kind of push it underneath the deck. So you have the 2 cards here. So what you're doing is you have it like this. They think it's 1. You put it under the deck and kind of take off the top card. So they think you're taking off the 7, but you're taking off the king. Okay, show you guys that one more time. Okay, so you do the double lift. Say, oh, I thought the king would be there, so let's try something. Then you go like this, put it under, and then take out the king. Okay? And you say, if we just put it right here in the deck, you put it sideways, just slightly in. You want to have like maybe just the border actually inside the deck, because that will give you the best effect for flicking it. You say if we just flick it, it turns into the king of spades. Okay? So, like I said, just put it so just the borders in the deck. Just, whoa. Okay, I'll show you guys again. Just flick it right on the edge, Hopefully it'll flip over. If it doesn't, then you can just flip it over yourself. Say, okay, it turns into the king of spades. And then while you're going to pick up the king of spades, turn your wrist over and grab a pinky break. So you're going to steal away the ace, whatever ace you chose. So as you go to pick up the king, turn your wrist over, get the pinky break, put the king on top, and then steal away the ace. And just put the card down. Make sure it don't flash, okay? You don't want to end up putting the card down and be like that. I'm showing that there's a card underneath. So just put it down, make sure you don't flash, okay? Excuse me. Then what you do is say, okay, now I'm going to try and get the king of clubs to the top. So you snap, do another double lift. There we go. Then the king of clubs won't be there. So you do the same thing that you did before. You kind of pull it underneath and take the top card off, even though they're both not the king of clubs. And you say, okay, so the king of clubs isn't there. But even if we put it in the deck and flick it, like we do with the king of spades, it still won't turn into the king of clubs. And you flick it, and hopefully it'll turn over. If it doesn't, you can just flip it over by your hand, or with your hand. But you just go, if you flick it, it still won't turn into the king of clubs. So you just say, so I'm gonna try this again. You just put the card in wherever you want, doesn't really matter, because you don't need it anymore. And then you do another double lift. Okay, double lift. So right there, say okay. The six of clubs. Well, I don't know if you knew this, but the six of clubs actually used to be the king of clubs many years ago, like millions of years ago. He said some crazy number. I don't know, it was like 6,007,000 or something. I can't remember that number. But just make up a number. Say six of clubs used to be the king of clubs such a long time ago. It was millions of years ago. And so what you do is another double lift. Okay, flip it back over. You put the king of clubs in the middle. They think it's a six of clubs, but it's not. Say okay. So we put the king of clubs in the. We put the six of clubs in the middle, and we have to travel back in time. You spin it around a few times. Say okay. One spin isn't enough. You have to even travel farther back in time. Do another spin, and say okay. Now watch. If I just flick the six of clubs, it turns into the king of clubs. And then, of course, you say, well, in the beginning, you're supposed to say this is a sandwich effect, and this is just a fancy way to get the kings out. And then you say, okay, so I would like you to choose a card now. Okay? So you can have them select a card any way they like. Just go like that. So let's say double up, let's say stop right there, and they choose the 9 of hearts. Okay? You don't really need the deck anymore. You can just put it off to the side. So you say, okay, this is your card. You put it on top of the king of clubs, okay? Put it on top of the king of clubs. You pick up the king of clubs and their card. Then you pick up the king of spades and the ace, but you want to make sure you don't flash it, okay? So if you can pick it up just like that, like just without, this way without flashing it, then that's cool. But if you need to, you can slide it off, pick it up, and you put it on top, okay? Then what you do is you, what I do is get a pinky pull down and pull down the king of clubs, okay? And then I kind of lift up the king of spades with my thumb and take out both cards, the ace and their card, but show it as one, okay? And then show their card, whoops, don't flash like I just did, show their card, and then show that there's no cards in between the two kings, okay? So you say, okay, there's your card. You put it back in between the kings. Then what I do, or I'm pretty sure what he does too, is you just kind of peel out the top face down card, which is the ace, okay? So what you're doing is you're peeling out the ace and leaving in their card, the 9 of hearts, okay? So again, you have the 4 cards there. You just kind of lift up on the king and say, okay, actually what you're going to do is we're going to take your card. So you peel out the ace, leave their card in, don't flash. So you peel out the ace, say, okay, we're going to take your card, and we're going to put it in this box. You don't want to shake it too much, because then you'll kind of know that there's the aces in there. So to say, okay, we're going to put it in the box. So you put the ace in the box with the 4 aces, or the other aces, and you close it up. Okay, you just put it down and say, okay, watch. You want to kind of slide over the king a little bit and say, if I just tap the deck with the kings, one card pops in between. And all you're doing here is you have the two kings like this. When you tap it, all you're doing is just pushing your thumb to the right, just like that, to reveal this card. Okay. So again, just go. One card jumps in between the two kings. You show them that it's their card, and you say, then if we just put the 9 into the box, then what's in the box? Open it up. Show that there's 4 cards, and that they are the 4 aces. Excuse me. So yeah, that was UnmiSTEAKable Kings by TheMagicAlexMan. So yeah, again, go check him out. There'll be a link down below to his channel and to his performance. And I hope you guys liked this tutorial. I'm sorry for the length. Just wanted to be in depth. So yeah. I might do a performance for this one, I might not, I don't know. Depends how I feel. I've had to practice my performance a little bit. So yeah, that's all for me. Hope you guys enjoyed, and I will see you guys next time.